Right, let's get started. Namaste everyone, welcome to Hindi University. Really excited to have all of you this Sunday. As you know, my name is Ashutosh and we meet 8 a.m. US Pacific time, which is time on the west coast of the US, to learn about the Hindi language. For those of you who are new to Hindi University, you can learn more about us by going to our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Hindi University. You can also go to our website, which is hindiuniversity.org, and find out all the details about how you can join the Sunday classes and how you can join all the practice sessions which we have throughout the week for different levels and improve your Hindi language. I share a little bit of information with you on this page in case if you are completely new to HU. And as I said, if you want to join the Sunday classes, all you need is the Zoom link and a reasonable Wi-Fi, and you should be able to join the Sunday classes. The only prerequisite is your sort of willingness to participate and feel comfortable making mistakes. If you missed any of the previous classes, you can also watch it on the YouTube channel. And we do have a this WhatsApp community which I use to enroll people, and once you sort of show your interest and your dedication to learn, will onboard you into our platform like Discord and the private WhatsApp link. Okay, as you know, this year we've been following two books. Pingu Learns Hindi, which is the book for complete beginners by Hindi University, and the second one is the Primer of Modern Standard Hindi by Professor Michael Shapiro. I do expect that you have some understanding of Hindi to be able to make sense of today's lesson, because it builds on what we've learned so far in this year from the Shapiro book and Pingu Learns Hindi. With that being said, let's get started in today's topic. And my goal is, by the end of today's class, you should be able to talk about indefinite numbers in Hindi. And almost all languages, they have the concept of this indefinite number where you're talking about approximation and around something. So by the end of this class, you'll be able to talk about like sentences like about 20 people came to my birthday party, where you don't want to give an accurate, because a lot of time we talk about approximation. Or you will be able to say 3 or so friends came with me. Okay, slightly different than before, but you are again still giving the approximation. Or sometime when it rains, you don't really know the exact number of hours or minutes it's rained, right? So you want to give a range, like it rained for about 4 or so hours. Okay, or sometimes you want to give an estimate of the work, and you'll say, okay, 3-4 घंटे लगेंगे, right? I mean, so how do you give the range around that? Okay, so all languages have this notion of indefinite numbers. And as you know, in the previous classes we learned about the cardinal number like 1 2 3 4, 5 6 7 8 9. We did learn about ordinal numbers as well, which is pehla, dusra, tisra. Right? We learned about aggregates, which is like dono, tino, charo. Okay, and similarly we learned about Yeah, can you hear me okay? Yeah, I think. Yeah. So you are somewhat familiar with different ways of conveying the numbers. Okay. Now let's see how other languages deal with the concept of indefinite number before we jump into the Hindi language right away. Okay. So here's how you will see like some of the other languages use this concept, right? William G or Bill G, you want to tell us about Spanish?
Bueno, 10 personas aproximadamente, 10 personas, pero algunos es some, algunas personas o unos.
Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. Right, so this is giving the concept of approximation, right? About 10 people versus just 10 people. Yeah, wonderful. Anyone else would like to try different languages? How is it? Yes, go for it. Vlad, how is it in Russian? You'll have to unmute yourself. it's okay. In case if if the microphone is sort of,
Yeah.
yes, go ahead.
Now it's good?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, so in Russia, it's like same as in English, I guess. It's like
I see.
approximately, but we say like okolo, like
I see.
nearby.
Nearby. I see.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay. Who else? Anybody else would like to try it out? How is it in your language?
In Nederlands, in Dutch,
Uh-huh.
it says ongeveer 10 mensen, so that's roughly 10 people. It's what it says. So
Roughly 10 people. Wonderful. Awesome. So you see, this notion is there in all languages. Okay. Let me see. I can remove this. Okay. So how is it in Hindi? Right. In Hindi, we have the many ways to say it, but the most common ones are using lagbhag. Repeat after me. The word lagbhag, which talks about approximately. Right. We also use a word called karib. Okay, karib, and the third one is koi. So I'm going to stop the sharing, and I'm going to write it down for you so you can follow along with me. So the first one I mentioned was lagbhag. Okay, KTG, how will you say it? One more time, repeat after me. This word, lagbhag.
Lagbhag.
Very good, right? The second one we have is karib. Okay, why don't you repeat again, KTG, and everyone will also do it as they are on mute.
Karib.
Karib. Okay, karib has two different meanings. One is approximation. It also means close. Like if you are close to someone, you will also use like wo mere karib hai, right? And the third one I mentioned is koi. Okay, koi. Michael ji, say it for everyone. This word, koi.
Koi.
Okay, wonderful, awesome. What do you think is the differences when all of them are being used? And Hindi speakers, when you talk to them, they use these three words interchangeably. Anybody would like to take a guess when to use which one? If there's a subtle difference in these three words.
I would guess that maybe, this is Michael, that karib is probably used more in Urdu because it comes from Arabic.
Okay, wonderful.
And I guess lagbhag must be closer to Sanskrit. But I don't know when to use which one exactly.
Okay, well, good guess. Anyone else?
I would say lagbhag would be used when you are in a shop and you are asking for a price, and then the dukander below, it's between 50 and 60 euros or dollars, whatever.
Okay. Anyone else would like to try?
I think, this is Christine, I think lagbhag is like approximately, karib is like almost, like up to that number, and koi is like any number near that.
Okay. Right, I'll take one more. Anyone would like to try?
Ashutosh, I think lagbhag means more or less. That's the physical expression. So it's, I think, less precise. Karib actually, I think, is a little bit more precise and formal. It is.
Okay. And koi?
Koi means any, some. Koi, any, some.
Okay. Very good, right? So, as Sunny ji and most of you pointed out, when you want to be a bit more formal, okay, you will talk about karib. Okay, imagine if you want to write a news article, or if you're talking about weather reporting, you will end up using karib. Okay, it's a little bit of a semi-formal when you're talking about lagbhag, or you want to have casual conversation. Okay, you will use lagbhag. Okay, when you want to be a bit vague, when you don't want to give any precise information, if you want to say like when you talk about like a party, how many people came, right? If you want to be completely vague without giving any, when the focus is not being precise, okay, you can say koi 10 log aaye the. Okay, about 10 people came. Okay, so I'm gonna show you my little bit more description around them so you can get a feel of it. So it's lagbhag, it means approximately, okay, approximately for lagbhag, and you use it when you want to be a neutral sounding, okay. You want to be neutral, the tone will be neutral there when you want to use lagbhag. Lagbhag 10 log aaye, okay, about 10 people came, okay. When you want to use karib, as most of you mentioned, it's around, okay, around. You use it when you want to be slightly more formal, when you talk about the reports or news or political speeches, or even when you are shopping, right? करीब 5 किलो चावल चाहिए, okay. Around 5 kilograms of or pounds of something is needed. Koi is, as Christine ji mentioned, is about or some, okay. You use it when it's not important to talk about the exact number, okay. When you want to really talk about, to casually mention it about, 20 cars were there or about 20 people, came, okay. The distinction will become more clear as we do more examples. So what I'll do is I'm going to ask some of you to repeat after me or read it out and then try to make sense of it, why they have been written differently. So we'll start with you, Michael G. Why don't you read the first three?
All right. Lagbhag punch minute.
Mm-hmm.
Lagbhag 30%.
Mm-hmm.
Lagbhag 100 rupaye.
Okay. What do you think it means? Or when will you use it?
So you said lagbhag is for approximately. So
Just-
I'll be there in 5 minutes. In about 5 minutes. In approximately
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Yeah. Very good. Very good. And then?
About 30%. Lagbhag 30%. How much the population of Spanish speakers has increased in Pennsylvania in the
Yeah.
last year.
Wonderful, right? And लगभग 100 रुपए, right? I mean, लगभग 100 रुपए, तेल, let's say you want to give the oil price, okay? 1 लीटर लगभग 100 रुपए का आएगा, right? I mean, so you want to give some approximation there. Wonderful. Mia, you want to read the next three?
करीब 2 किलो,
Mm-hmm.
2 किलो के करीब, करीब 2 किलोमीटर,
Mm-hmm.
करीब 40 डिग्री.
Okay, wonderful. You want to make small sentences using these phrases, करीब 2 किलो or करीब 2 किलोमीटर और करीब 40 डिग्री.
आज करीब 40 डिग्री है.
Okay, आज क्या? Okay, आज का तापमान, let's say you want to talk about the temperature. So आज का तापमान और आज का temperature लगभग 40 डिग्री है. Wonderful. Okay, one more.
करीब 2 किलोमीटर, दुकान,
Yeah, well,
मॉल से करीब
yeah.
2 किलोमीटर है.
Yeah, very good, right? ग्रोसरी शॉप और ये दुकान यहाँ से लगभग और यहाँ से करीब 2 किलोमीटर दूर है. Okay. As I said, Hindi speakers often use them interchangeably, right? And the difference you just have to, it will be hard for some time to kind of pinpoint, but it's, as I said in the previous one, let me show you. When you want to talk about neutral, when you want to be neutral, you will end up using lagbhag. When you want to be slightly more formal, you'll end up using karib. Okay, and when the use of the exact number is not important, or you want it to come across casually, then you will end up the koi. Okay, let's do the last one. Let's see who would like to do it. Josh, you want to read the next two?
कोई बीस log.
Very good.
कोई 15 seats.
Yeah, very good. So let's say I ask you to say there were about 20 seats empty in the bus. Okay, how will you say that?
बस में koi bis log. Koi bis seats, about 20 seats, empty.
Yeah, very good,
I don't
right?
know how to say
बस
empty.
में yeah, you can say empty थी और खाली थी. Okay, so I'm going to write it down. So you can say बस में. If you don't know the word for empty, either you can use the English one or you can use the formula, or either way is fine. But you can say बस में कोई 15 सीट्स खाली empty थी. Okay, खाली थी. बस में कोई 15 सीट्स खाली थी. Now you want to say about 20 people came to the party. How will you say that?
Came to the party.
Mm-hmm.
Party ane
Mm-hmm.
quiz bilog or party quiz bilog ane.
Okay.
Come.
Okay.
Anna.
To come is good. To come is Anna.
Okay.
And came is in the past. It will become.
It'll become.
Very good. Wow, very good. Aya,
Yeah.
I, or I, or I. Right. So if you're talking about plural, party में.
Party में.
Can you show the board, please?
Bilog aye.
कोई very good. पार्टी में कोई 20 लोग आए. Okay, पार्टी में कोई 20 लोग आए. Very good. Okay. Any questions? Anyone so far? So far good, right? Michael ji? Wonderful.
Great, fine, thanks.
Say one more time.
Everything's fine, thanks, I understand.
Wonderful. Right. So we'll get going now. We'll do a short quiz, and I want all of you, I'll give you some time, all of you to read it out. There is no right or wrong. You can use either of all of them options interchangeably, but at least I want to think about before you use any of them, whether you want to be sort of vague about the approximation, whether you want to be more formal or less formal about it, and then you can do it. So I wrote it down. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes, all of you, and then we'll regroup to discuss them. And folks who are watching live on Facebook also, like Ilanji or Tarjaji, I definitely encourage you also to participate. Okay, let's see if you guys have started writing one. Okay. Okay, Nandini ji, you want to unmute and try the first three?
About 12 hours. You want a full sentence or just लगभग 11 घंटे? So
12 is
12 12 12 12
Yeah, that's right.
लगभग 12 घंटे में
Beautiful.
मैं वहां आऊंगी
Very good, right?
और पहुंचूंगी
Next one.
Then around 3 kilograms 3 किलोग्राम के करीब no, ये चीज का दाम no ये चीज का वेट वजन 3 किलोग्राम के करीब होगी
Hoga. Beautiful.
Okay, dam will be masculine.
That's right.
Okay. Then about 50 guests. कोई 30 मेहमान
50
function में
is 50.
50 is sorry 50 not 30 50 मेहमान function में आए थे.
Beautiful. Okay, beautiful. So she chose less formal for 12 hours. So लगभग 12 घंटे. 12 is 12 है. So she said मैं वहाँ लगभग 12 घंटे में पहुँचूंगी. I will reach there in approximately 12 hours. Beautiful. And then she said around 3 kilogram. For the weight, she wanted to be a slightly more precise, more formal. So she said, इस चीज का वजन is weight. So she can say इस चीज का weight और इस चीज का वजन करीब और 3 किलोग्राम के करीब है. 3 is 3, kilogram is kilograms के करीब है. For people, more or less you will end up using koi because it's hard for people to just count, so they go with approximation. So she said इस पार्टी में और इस फंक्शन में कोई 50 is 50 कोई 50 मेहमान आए थे. Any questions so far on any of the first three? Josh, you okay or still thinking?
I am okay.
Okay, you can use them interchangeably. If it is hard, there is no hard and fast rule. So you can say kareeb 12 ghante and there's not like, it's going to be wrong, right? This is just like Hindi speakers will often use them interchangeably. So as long as you know 3 of them, you are fine. So don't get fixated on that I have to use only kareeb here or lagbhag here, right? That part is secondary. Yeah. Okay. Right. So Sharon G is on listening only. JDG, why don't you do the next two?
So lagbhag, no, मैं लगभग 8 kilometers दूरूंगा.
Very good. Okay, very good. Next one.
मुझे कोई 75 रुपये चाहिए.
Very good, right? So मुझे कोई 75 और 75 is, what's the Hindi word for 75? Very good, right? 75. So it's a little bit tricky. So 70 is 70. 70 is 70. 75 is, so read it like pichhar. Okay, pichhar. Okay, pichhar. So he used कोई 75 रुपए चाहिए. Okay, wonderful. I'm going to share my screen again so we can continue practicing and then I'll take questions if you guys have questions. So JDG did these two. Let's see. Ron, you want to do the next two?
Is that around 25?
Yes.
Taapman, 50, or is it pachis? Pachis? Koi, Taapman, pachis, koi, degree.
Yeah. So yeah, so if you want to be slightly more, so for temperature and everything, you can use karib. So let's see if you want to use that.
तापमान करीब 25 डिग्री.
Beautiful. तापमान करीब 25 डिग्री है. Okay.
Okay.
और you can say आज का तापमान करीब 25 डिग्री है. Today's temperature is about 25 degree Celsius or Fahrenheit, whatever unit is being used. Okay. So if I were to ask you, Josh, San Francisco का temperature क्या है? आज सैन फ्रांसिस्को का टेम्परेचर कैसा है और क्या है?
It's boring. He's already asked me
All right.
questions. So.
Like 70 degree karib hai.
Oh, very good, right? So you said Fahrenheit, right? Okay.
75,
so say
70.
Again.
That's a little warm, but yeah.
Yeah. So keep it. Say the full sentence.
San Francisco 75 degree karib hai.
Very good. San Francisco का टेम्परेचर करीब 75 डिग्री Fahrenheit है. और the other way you were saying is also correct. San Francisco का टेम्परेचर 75 Fahrenheit के करीब है. Either way is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, wonderful, right? So all of you should be able to talk about temperature within your city. Yeah. Right. We'll do about 35 people and around 6 seats. I think. Okay, Christine ji, why don't you do the last two and then we'll move on to the next section.
Okay. 35 is Pentis.
Pentis.
Okay. So लगभग 35 लोग आज आएंगे. And like 6 seats, करीब 6 seats बाकी है.
Very good, right? You can use, for people generally, you can use koi also, right? Even though I said, like, it's interchangeable, but you can say koi and then 35. So I'm going to 35. So करीब कोई 35 लोग आएंगे. Okay, 35. So it's basically it's basically 35. Okay, कोई 35 लोग आएंगे. और you can also say कोई 7 seats खाली थी. There were about 7 seats empty. Yeah. Any question before we move on to the next level? Also, this is sort of your very basic sentences that you can make using लगभग, करीब, and कोई.
Ashutosh ji, I recall from a prior class, kasi is about. K-A.
Yes. Yes. Kafi? Like this
Kasi.
one? This one or different?
No, with an S. Kasi. No? Maybe I'm misremembering.
Like this? Kasi.
No. Kasi. No?
Do you
It's
remember
not right.
Do you remember in which context we may have used it? Kasi.
Well, as in like about or approximately kasi,
Must be some other word, approximately. Yeah. Must be a different word.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries. If you think about it, no worries at all. It's good, right? It's all good. No worries at all. Right. So, anyone else? Any questions so far before we move on to the next level of approximation?
Ashutosh ji, could lagbhag, karib, and koi be used interchangeably?
Most native speakers will use it without even knowing the subtle difference between them. right? So unless you want to be super precise, it's totally fine to use them interchangeably, right? But the subtle difference I mentioned was koi is if you want to be vague. Koi 50 log the, okay? When you want to be vague. When you want to be less formal or very casual, which is used on a day-to-day basis, lagbhag is used a lot in a casual conversation. Lagbhag, okay? And karib is when you are reading the newspaper or writing a news report, you will see slightly more formal way, which is karib.
Oh, so you don't want to be exact with karib, but lagbhag is the most used word. Acha.
Casual, yeah, karib, as I said, lagbhag is more casual conversation. If you're walking on a, you're talking to your friends, oh, lagbhag, 10 kilometer chala, मैं आज लगभग 10 kilometer चला, right? You want to be sort of casual around that, right? Yeah, for temperature, if somebody is reporting temperature, they want to be slightly more precise, right? I mean, more formal. So then they'll end up using karib there.
Acha.
Yeah, wonderful.
So, Ashuji, I have one comment. So, there's only one way, which word of these words you can use. I asked my other Hindi teacher, Vyapran Kaja hai, and she said lagbhag thi hai.
Lagbhag theek hai.
I think she meant more or less. She didn't. I can't say koi theek hai. I can't say karib theek hai. Right? There's only one way to say it, to answer that.
Yeah, I mean, so I would not say theek hai I would say if, for example, somebody is sick and they're getting better, okay? If somebody is asking you about aapki tabiyat kaisi hai, how's your health, okay? So you can say, Mr. John, lagbhag ab theek ho gaye hai. He's almost sort of like, recovered, right? So then in that context, you can say that, yeah, his health is, he's almost kind of recovered, okay? और मैं अब करीब अच्छा लग रहा है मुझे. In that context, you can use it. Yeah?
Excuse me, so if I want to make a sentence, about 12 hours ago, the celebrations started. How would I make a sentence in Hindi?
What would be your standard, like what, with the current thing, what do you think would you say? How would you say it?
लगभग 12 घंटे I'm not. I know पहले is ago. So
पहले शुरू. Okay. So let's say you want to say ये celebration or ये party, which is this party, 12 घंटे is 12 hours. पहले is ago. शुरू, it started basically. शुरू हुई. Okay. ये party. What will you use?
लगभग और करीब.
Yeah, so I can use both of them, lagbhag as well as karib. Okay, as I said, this is if you want to be slightly more formal, you can use this one. If you want to be, a little bit more conversational, you can use lagbhag. Both of them you can use them, lagbhag as well as karib. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. We'll move on. If there are no questions or if there are more, we can continue to sort of like revisit them also. So now, having gone through the basic use cases, we'll do the case 2, where you want to say something like, not like about, you want to say 3 or so, right? So where there's a notion of, when you have a notion of, so when you want to say like 4 or so hours ago, okay, 4 or so hours ago. So whenever you have this thing called or so, okay, how do you sort of say them in Hindi? Okay, so you already know what is 4 in Hindi, Michael ji? 4 in
Char.
Hindi would be char. Very good. Okay. Whenever you have a notion of or so, what you do is you put ek next to the cardinal number. So 4 is char. You just put ek. Okay. Hours ago. What would that be, Michael ji?
4 एक घंटे पहले.
Very good. 4 घंटे पहले. Okay. So if you want to say the train arrived 4 or so hours ago, how will you say that?
Let's see. Train 4 एक घंटे पहले. Train pulling है या स्त्रीलिंग?
स्त्रीलिंग है, feminine.
So train 4 एक घंटे पहले पहुंची.
Beautiful. ट्रेन 4 घंटे पहले पहुंची और ट्रेन 4 घंटे पहले आई. Your obvious question would be, can I say लगभग or करीब? Do I have to use 4 घंटे पहले? So you can absolutely use करीब or लगभग as well. Okay, this is just different way of saying it. So it's not necessarily that you must use it or this is the way to use it, but Hindi speakers on a conversational level, they use this phrase quite a lot. Okay, so as you're conversing with people, you should know about like when there is a number or cardinal number followed by ek, that means they're talking about approximation, or they're trying to give indefinite number around that, right? Let's see some more examples, and if you hopefully doing the examples will make sense. Okay, so I'm gonna have Vlad ji, why don't you do the first 3? Read it out loud and slowly.
Okay. 3 ek dost.
Okay, 3 or so friends. Okay,
Yes.
next one.
6 or so pages. Cha ek panne.
Yeah, 6 ek panne. Next one.
4 hours or so. Char ek ghante.
Beautiful. 4 ek ghante. Okay, let's do Narase ji, you want to read the next 2?
5 times or so. 5 ek bar. And 1, 2, a couple of questions. 2 ek sawal.
Yeah, very good, right? So casually you want to, at the end of the class, Narase ji, you want to say, Ashu ji, I have 2 or so questions. How will you say that in Hindi?
Ashu ji, मैं 2 एक सवाल है.
Beautiful, right? Ashu ji, मेरे 2 एक सवाल हैं. Okay, and I'll say, yeah, sure. Why don't we discuss them? Okay. Sunita ji, you want to say that I've been to India 5 times or so. Just I'm making it up.
मैं इंडिया में 4 एक बार गई थी.
Very good, right? मैं 5 एक बार इंडिया गई थी और गई हूँ. Okay, मैं 5 एक बार इंडिया गई हूँ. Okay, so there it's very common. Okay, any questions so far? So just the trick here is it's spoken and in a very casual manner and used in the informal settings.
So
Right?
Ashuji, is this only with cardinal numbers?
Yes, that's right. Ordinal number is pehla, dusra. You will not put pehla ek or dusra ek. So it's only in cardinal numbers, and it's also now that you ask me, it's also more common if the number is less than 10, right? you will not say it like 75 ek. You will say 10 ek or 9 ek or 8 ek, right? So if it is lesser number, you tend to use it, you sort of like, a lot more in the casual Hindi conversation.
What if it's 1?
So then there is no approximation, right? You just say ek.
No, that's not true. You can say
one or so.
Yeah, one or so.
So let's just discuss it, right? So let's say you have a sentence like a 1 or so. Where will you say 1 or so? Then we can figure out what's the best way to say.
How many beers did you drink?
Yeah, how will you say that?
Kitne bira tum piunga.
Yeah. Okay, who would respond to that? One or so? Okay, so I would say if I'm starting with 1 or 2, I would end up giving the next one, which is the next phrase that you're going to see, ek do. Okay, so right after the case 2, there is a case 3. If you are saying 1 or so, instead of that in Hindi, I would end up giving 1 or 2. My natural instinct is like I would end up saying 1 or 2 rather than 1 or so. It's possible that, for you 1 or so comes naturally, but like if I'm saying like, aap kitni roti khayenge, like how many rotis you will eat or samosas will you eat, my natural would be like 3, 4, okay, or 1 or 2. I'm going to give a range. Yeah? Okay. Right. So any questions on this one? Let's do some more quizzes on this one, but we'll come, I think Ron, you were asking the question, right? So we'll definitely, yes, Josh.
I have a question. Yeah. Do you always see it with the hyphenated?
Yes, that's right. You will see, that's right. It's hyphenated one, which is kind of conveying it. That's an approximation.
Is it hyphenated like that in Devanagari?
That's right. It's mostly hyphenated in Devanagari. In Romanagari, I just did it just so that it mimics it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Ashuji.
Uh-huh.
Yes, isn't there another way of saying it like ya itna, ya itme?
Yes, that's right. Yes. So the question is, can I say approximately with ya itna also, right? So to show the approximation. Yes, we'll probably go in bit more detail, like, but I think in short, if it is kitna, the same pattern would be kitna, jitna, utna, and then, I think you mentioned about kitna, right? And so, but yeah, we will cover it whenever we discuss kitna, then the whole sort of, we will cover that one. But yes, there is a different way of saying it as well.
Can we see the board, please?
Yeah. So kitna, jitna, utna, itna. Yeah, so. Right. So I'm gonna go show some more examples on that one, so you can at least strengthen this one before we do the, okay. So again, I have some examples written down. These are very easier one for you to practice. KTG, why don't you do the first 3?
Art ek kitabe.
Very good. So you want to say, I know this is something you will say it more formally, but let's say casually you want to say, this weekend I read 8 or so books.
Yeh weekend me art ek kitabe liktiti.
Okay. I read.
Read, not wrote. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I could have done that as well, but is it parna to read?
Padna? Yes.
Partiti.
Okay. Let's say you want to say not used to, but rather you want to use it as a transitive word, that you read book.
God, my verbs are terrible. I can't remember the normal past tense.
So you use the postposition with the subject.
Did I?
So no, you will be using it. So you will be using ne. So
Mene.
yes.
Art ek kitabe. Yehe weekend mene art ek kitabe.
Padi.
Pardi.
Beautiful. Okay, beautiful. Padi. Okay. Let's do next one also.
Teen ek din.
Yeah. You want to say I will go to Mallorca for 3 or so days.
Is it mene again with the me?
Oh, no. So it's a future indefinite, right? So I will go.
Me jaungi. So me Mallorca ko. Teen ek din jaungi.
Okay, for three or so days. So के लिए मैं मयोरका 3 एक दिन के लिए. Yeah.
3 ek din jaungi.
Very good. 3 एक दिन. Yeah. 3 or so days. 3 ek din. Okay. It's a little bit tongue twister in some ways. So you have to sort of, all of you have to, like, if you say it a few times, it's gonna get sort of better. So let's do this one also. 7 or so tickets.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh God.
I only get to work with you. So I feel like it's better. I just
Sat ek. I can't remember tickets.
Ticket. You can just say tickets. Ticket.
Okay.
Yeah. Sat ek ticket hai. Beautiful. Okay. We'll do 3 more. Sat ek ticket hai. Okay. Just in case if somebody is wondering how to write it in Devanagari, ticket is simply called ticket only. So it's just written like this: ticket. And for plural, it becomes tickete. Or sometimes you say tickete. Yeah, tickete. Right. So I'm going to go back here and let's see somebody who's not tried before. Una ji, she's on listen only mode, so I'm not. My ji, you want to, or Mal ji, you want to try this out? The next 3? 4 or so hours, yes.
Chare estante.
Beautiful. Next one.
To ek toast.
Beautiful.
Toasted.
Do ek toast. Yeah.
Punch ek, what was that? Bari?
Bar or bari, either way is fine. Panch ek bar. Okay. So let's say you want to say the same thing. Okay, why don't we do this one? You can say, are you comfortable with simple sentences?
Yes, but
Okay,
not.
why don't you make?
Yes.
Yeah, so why don't you make of your choice 4 or so hours?
मैं 4 एक घंटे हिंदी पढ़ती हूँ.
Beautiful. Okay, मैं 4 एक घंटे हिंदी पढ़ती हूँ. Beautiful, wonderful. Right. So we'll go to the case number 3, which is basically when you're talking about range. Okay. Just to kind of recap, we've done 2 cases. In the case 1, where we talk about approximation, where we use the word as it is, लगभग, karib, and koi. Okay. Lagbhag, remember, it's more conversational, less formal, but it's totally okay to use more commonly. Karib, when you want to be more formal, slightly more precise, and koi is when you want to be vague. Then the case number 2, where we take the cardinal number and we put next to it ek. The third one, it's also very common when you want to give a range. Okay. When you want to say 8 to 10 days, Hindi speakers will just put 8-10 din, which is same as 8 to 10 days. When you want to say 50, 60 people or 50 to 60 people, you can say 50-60 log. Okay. when you want to provide a range, because when you're a group of people, you are not really counting and you want to give, you can still say लगभग 50 लोग आए थे, but this is another way of saying it, 50-60 log. When you, in your mind, you want to be, you don't want to just give lagbhag or karib. You want to give, like, it's between these. Yeah? 3-4 घंटे. Okay? 3-4 घंटे से इंतजार कर रहा हूँ और 3-4 घंटे से वेट कर रहा हूँ. Okay? 20-25 हजार. 1000 is हजार. So 20 is 20. 25 is 25. 20-25 हजार रुपए. Okay. Like, let's say somebody's talking and they're talking about like what will happen with 20-25,000 rupees or dollars. They will not say करीब 25,000 रुपए से मेरा क्या होगा. Okay. और लगभग 25,000 से मेरा क्या होगा. Like what will happen to me with this. They will end up saying 20-25 हजार से क्या होता है. Right. Like what will this, it's not worth a lot, basically. That's how so they'll end up giving the range there. Okay. Same thing, 4, 5, 4 to 5 is like becomes 4-5 kilo. Okay. 10 to 12% is 10-12 प्रतिशत. Okay. Pratishat. Any questions on this one? I know I went slightly fast on this range, but it should not be hard if you know the numbers, the cardinal numbers. Okay, I have a funny story to tell you on this one. Okay, hopefully you will remember it. So about like लगभग लगभग 20 साल पहले, like when my parents applied for the US travel visa, how the cultural differences work. Like, in India you are used to giving the range. So the visa officer asked my parents, like, आप अमेरिका कितने दिन के लिए जाओगे? Okay, like how many days you'll go to America. आप अमेरिका कितने दिन के लिए जाएंगे? Okay. He was Hindi speaking. My parents chose the officer to speak Hindi. Like, what do you think? Like, even though I prepared my parents to, the US officials prefer exact numbers, right? But guess what happened? My dad said 3-4 महीने के लिए. Okay, so 3-4 महीने is like 3-4 months. In his mind, it's like I'm giving a range, which is like, and the officer's natural response was 3 या 4. What is correct? 3 or 4? And my father is like 3-4 महीने, and then they didn't get the visa. Of course, right? Because he gave a range. He was supposed to give the precise answer. In his mind, though, he was still being accurate, because that's how, you are used to saying it, like you're used to giving a range. But anyway, he got it later on again after, a month or so. लगभग 1 महीने के बाद he applied again and he got it. But hopefully you'll remember this, that it's a very common for people, native speakers, to give a range. 3-4 महीने. Right? Right, so we'll do some more sort of like this quiz, and then we'll jump to the reading comprehension. Right, so Ron, you want to do the first 3?
That's a lot. Cha, che, at, sapta.
Okay, very good. Next one.
Andra bis via, iets met via. I can say students, but it's via Naipaton.
Okay, so 15-20 vidyarthi, if that's the word you're looking for.
Yes.
Or 15 vidya, yeah. So you can say 15-20 students or 15-20 vidyarthi.
Vidyarthi.
Yeah.
Or 7-8 kilometer.
Very good. 7-8 kilometer. Okay. Chelsea ji, why don't you do? I didn't get a chance to talk to you today. Why don't you do the next 2 or 3? Why don't you do actually the rest of them?
60 हिंदी में क्या है?
60.
50 पैसे?
रुपए. Very good.
रुपए.
50-60. Beautiful.
10-15 मिनट
Beautiful.
ओ 50-60 ये समोसे 50-60 रुपए हैं
Okay. You want to tell someone, I'm gonna come, wait for me, I'm gonna come in 10-15 minutes.
like wait, like रुक जाओ
Yeah, रुको, I will come in 10-15 minutes.
रुको 10-15 मिनट में जाऊंगी
Okay, very good. Or I will get ready. Let's change it. I will get ready in 10-15 minutes.
मैं 10-15 मिनट में तैयार होगी
Very good. मैं 10-15 मिनट में तैयार होके आती हूँ और I'm तैयार होंगी. Beautiful. Next one. 2-4 kilograms.
मैं 10-4 किलो
2-4 किलो.
2-4 किलो 2-4 किलो दाल चाहिए
Okay. Close. Next one.
50 degree
One more time. This one.
50 what is 25
25, right? So it will be, yeah.
आज का तापमान 25-30 डिग्री है
Okay, you can say that. That's totally fine. Again, we discussed about the other ways also. You can say karib 25-30 degree hai, you can say that. Or if you want to give a range, as I said, you can say it together, this number. Okay. So that's a number 3, your case number 3, where you can give a range when you want to give the approximation. Now, what I have is, I know we have slightly about a time, but I do want to read this comprehension. It's a short comprehension, so hopefully we can do it a few times. So I'm gonna have again this time I'm gonna have Christine G and you, Chelsea G. You can do this dialogue. Christine G, you will be Ravi, and Chelsea G, you will be Anna. Read it slowly, and then we'll have more people read it as well. So
Okay. कल के फंक्शन में लगभग 100 लोग आए थे
सच मैंने तो सुना था कि करीब 150 लोग थे
हाँ पर कोई 50 लोग तो बीच में ही चले गए
तो कुल मिलाकर 8-10 गायक ही रह गए
सही कहा फिर भी what is that
try it out. It's hard, but
कार्यक्रम
very good.
कार्यक्रम काफी अच्छा रहा
What is कार्यक्रम?
I have no idea.
Take a guess. They're talking about function and then ending with कार्यक्रम. It's called program. Okay, कार्यक्रम is nothing but program.
Okay.
Yeah, program. Very good, right? We'll read it one more time. Malji, you comfortable reading Devanagari or Romanagari? Okay, so you will be Ravi. Okay, and JDG. Okay, why don't we change it? JDG, you will be Ravi, and Mal, you will be Anna. Okay. This time you guys will translate also. As you read it, try to make sense of it.
Okay. Kal ke function में लगभग 100 लोग आए थे. So at yesterday's function, almost 100 people had come.
Very good.
That मैंने तो सुना था कि करीब I don't know, 50 लोग थे.
Mm-hmm. Try to translate it.
So it's on my phone. It's like super small. I'm trying to see it.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, like
Such is really. मैंने तो सुना था.
I think that 150 people.
Yes, what I heard was that 150 people, there were 150 people. Okay, keep going. JDG.
Han par koi pachas log ho beach may chale gaye. Yes, but about 50 people that walked to the garden or went to the garden?
No. So I was gonna say that. So in this case, it's not like the beach as in like the beach. It's like in between, like in the middle. So it's
In the
not like
middle.
yes, that's what it means. It's like in the middle.
Okay. But yes, but 50 people came in the middle.
Chale gaye. They left in.
Oh, left.
Yes.
Yes, but about 50 people left in the middle.
That's right. Not left for the beach or something like that. So the beach is in the middle basically, not like the English beach. Beach mein chale gaye. Yes, Malji.
तो कुल मिलाकर 8 गायक ही रख गए.
Okay. Gayak is singer. Okay. Okay, so I'll help you out. So kul milakar, in total, only 8 to 10 singers ही रह गए. There were only 8 to 10 singers left. Okay, so they were talking about an event naturally where they're talking about how many people came. I heard this and this many number of people came, but then one person is saying, but a lot of them left in between, and then only 8 to 10 singers were sort of left. Yes, finished off. JDG.
Sahi kaha fir bhi karyakram kafi acha raha. Sahi kaha. Is that well said or?
That's right. Well said.
But also, this was a very good program.
Yes, the program was all in all. The program was fine. It went well. Okay, we'll read it one more time just so that more of you can listen to the phrases. Let's see. Vlad, why don't you go, and Sri Ramji, you want to read?
Can I read from the Roman Nagari?
Okay, so you can read from Roman Nagari.
Yeah.
And actually, let's see. We have more. Give me 1 minute. So, Anongji, are you comfortable reading? Anong?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So because so you read the Anna part, and Ravi will be Sri Ramji.
Okay.
Yeah. कल के फंक्शन में लगभग 100 आए थे.
सच मैंने तो सुना था कि करीब 150 लोग थे.
हाँ, पर कोई 50 लोग तो बीच में ही चले गए.
तो कुल मिलाकर 8-10 गायक ही रह गए.
सही कहा. फिर भी कार्यक्रम काफी अच्छा रहा.
Very good. Amazing. Okay. So if you notice it, in this paragraph, you have all three cases. You have lagbhag, you have karib, and you have koi. Okay. You also have 8-10. Okay. The only thing that you don't have is the ek one, the case number 2, which is like, 7 घंटे बाद, मैं India gaya or something along those lines. So only that one is not used, but rest of the cases are there. Okay. So again, just to kind of like, recap, there are many ways to say indefinite numbers in Hindi. We covered 3 different cases in today's class. So hopefully you found it useful. I'm going to stop the broadcast and I'll take any final questions and introduction of the new people, who joined today.